Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel to do probably my final video for the night. We're here to talk about the Kentucky Wildcats beating the number 15 Arkansas Razorbacks 85-77 reaction. What a win for Kentucky on the road against Coach Cal. Second time Kentucky's played Arkansas since Coach Cal left Kentucky, and last year they lost, but this year they bounced back and beat the Razorbacks behind a phenomenal performance by Oway with 24 points. He made 9 of his 12 shots in this game. Colin Chandler had some big shots. Moreno was really good in this game. Aberdeen played solid. Trent played really solid minutes tonight. And his 19 minutes. Diabate fought hard in the glass all night. Played pretty good on the defensive end. 3 blocks. Kentucky was just a resilient effort, and it was just from start to finish. They led pretty much most of that first half, if not all of it. I think they led at least most of the first half, and probably nearly all of it. They really controlled the first 20 minutes. But then the refs. Oh my God. Doug Show should be fired. Should be fired. I mean, absolute garbage. Reffing. But Colin Chandler in the clutch was great. This is peak Oway. Picks his spots perfectly, strong with the ball, rebounded like a UK guard, needed to in this game. Huge game for him. Him on ball was always the best option, not having Jaden Lowe. Yeah, the referees, man, they should have to meet with media after games, just like players and coaches do. Today's the reason why. There may be a reason for the refs calling 3 takes on Kentucky in 36 seconds, but if there is, we as viewing public deserve to know why. Garrison, okay, that's just Brandon Garrison being a moron. Yeah, first technical, okay, I get it. But then there's another technical. Who else was the other one on? Oh yeah, Diabate for looking at the crowd, man. Oh my God, it's so illegal, man. You can't look at the crowd, you'll get a technical. It's just ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. What a joke that was. Kentucky didn't lose their composure. The refs are just absolutely ridiculous. 3 technical fouls in 38 seconds. Man, you got Darius Acuff at me. He's out there talking shit. You got Richmond doing more celebrating. Nope, can't call those technicals on them. And they get all the momentum. I thought we were absolutely cooked after that. Better not see Doug Shows working the Final Four or any huge games, dude. It's an absolute joke. Every single time he refs a Kentucky game, the garbage refing. Even if there isn't technicals, it's still garbage. I'm fine with the first technical in Garrison, but the other 2 in the 10-second show were absolute clown show. Doug Shows need to be thrown out of this game, and Darius Acuff was shitting the bed, so naturally the refs call technicals. He gets 4 opportunities to see the ball go through, and then he starts to take over. But there are 2 technicals. One on Mark Pope. I see coaches get up and talk more to referees, and nothing gets called. Probably say it's bullshit, which it was, because these refs were absolute garbage. You got Billy Richmond screaming after dunks, but that's not a tackle. When Mo blocks a shot and looks at the crowd, technical. Just a joke, man. Doug Shows should never be allowed to officiate another game. It was a definition of 5 versus 8 to start the half. Eventually, I guess the refs evened it out, so they didn't have to try and make it that obvious, but it's still obvious and embarrassing by SEC officiating. But luckily, in Kentucky went down by 4. I thought they were cooked. But luckily, Kentucky was able to bounce back in the final 10 minutes. And they were calm, cool, and collected in the final 10 minutes of this game. They didn't make. I think they made some shots, but most of it was at the free throw line because Arkansas was fouling off the ball and they were making their free throws. But yeah, man, Oway was fantastic in this game. Just after that slow start of the season, after he probably didn't do much during the summer, recovering, I think, from an injury, he's really stepped up his game. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Just tonight, another phenomenal performance. And it's just, you never know with this team, man. You never know when the good team's going to show up and when the bad team shows up. The good team the last 5 games, they showed up against Vanderbilt. Ooh, the bad team showed up. Against Arkansas, the good team showed up. You never know what's going to show up with this Kentucky team. But Oway, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 9 of 12 from the field, a plus 12. He was phenomenal. This game always surprises me, man. I didn't think Arkansas would beat Kentucky last year. I didn't think Kentucky would beat Arkansas this year, and it went the opposite results. But definitely best win, I think, of the season so far. Big win over a legit opponent on the road, because it's hard to win in Arkansas. Like, they're a physical team, but kind of when you think Arkansas is really good, then they lose a game. Still think Arkansas is a really good team. They're physical. It's really tough to win on the road there. Kentucky hadn't earned this one. They had to beat the refs, though, too. Because it was an absolute ref show for quite a little bit of this ball game. But yeah, it's a really huge win. Man, people are talking about, oh, that's a mistake. They hired Mark Pope over John and let John Calipari go just for Kentucky to beat them this week. All I've heard from college basketball world is that UK fucked up by ditching Cal. Now Kentucky beats him at home with 3 of their best players out. Fucking fans called it a win 5 days before the game. But in reality, it's just a really great win. A road win versus a ranked team is huge. They played a complete game. I'm hoping it's a big confidence builder, because before the Vanderbilt game, they started to look a lot better. I know it wasn't against the greatest SEC teams, but Arkansas was one of those top teams in the SEC. Now, so that's a huge win. Hopefully, gives them more and more confidence going forward. A 1-1 week. I was kind of hoping to win one of these games, go 1-1, and they got one of them. Obviously, it was embarrassing losing to Vandy, but by 25. Not embarrassing losing to them, but losing by how they did. But a good response, for sure. Bounce back before they play Oklahoma and then Tennessee at home next week, which are 2 big games as well. I mean, this is didn't expect to win this game, but with how they start, they're going to have a shot. The refs tried to take over, but Kentucky wasn't having it. I do want to say this, a great former coach of Kentucky once said, we come to your town, it's t-shirt night, and we beat you. They had a whiteout tonight, we beat them. And what else did he say before when he was at Kentucky? You're going to hate me because we come to your town and beat your team. That's what Kentucky did tonight. It was an awesome effort. Awesome game plan by Pope. Amazing effort from Kentucky from the opening tip. Because they've had a lot of terrible first halves where they've started off slow. But they started off really good in the first half in this one. They went by as many as like 13 points. And they ended the half with a 7-point lead. They haven't had many halftime leads this year. So just a huge win for Kentucky. Just a huge win for Mark Pope in general. Chandler made a huge shot down the stretch. I think when it was 57-53, he had a big-time three-pointer after the momentum had completely flipped. And he had a clutch shot. I believe it was, like a 6-point game or something. But just awesome game plan. Shout out to Trent as well. He played really hard tonight. But, every call, but they got like one call correct, and that was Garrison getting a technical. Other than that, the other calls were just horrendous. But yeah, Kentucky played the momentum got completely took away in the second half, but good on them for fighting back. Played a really good first half. First few minutes of the second half, it wasn't going so well, but they fought back, got the win. A huge, big-time win on the road. But let's go over the stat sheet now. Very good win. Very happy about this win, because I honestly wasn't expecting to win this game after what happened on Tuesday against Vandy. But seemed Kentucky was motivated, especially playing against Coach Kyle. But I think they just wanted to respond after how embarrassed they were at Vandy after they had a good win streak going. But yeah, let's go over this good old stat sheet. This good old stat sheet here. Kentucky, they improved to 15-7, 6-3 in SEC play, 85 points. They scored 42 in the first half, 43 in the second half. Arkansas drops to 16-6, 6-3 in SEC play, 35 in the first half, 42 in the second half. For Kentucky, Elovich, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. Moreno, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 at the line. 2 blocks. He played really good. He always plays hard out there, man. Really good for a freshman. Chandler, 13 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. He'd been sitting on the bench for over 20 minutes to coming in the game after that timeout with 7 seconds on the shot clock and hits a huge shot when they needed it. And Aberdeen, 10 points, 3 assists, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3 with 10 points. Trent, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, hit 6 of his 8 free throws. He played really good minutes in these 19 minutes he was out there. Diabate, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, 1 of 5 from the field, 3 of 6 at the line. He may not put the most prettiest numbers on the stat sheet, but he sure fights hard in the glass, and he's been getting really active in the block category the last few games. And Garrison, 4 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 5 from the field. And Johnson, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field. Kentucky shot 54% from the field in this game, 6 of 13 from 3, 46%, 19 of 30, 63% from the line, 35 boards, 11 assists, 7 turnovers, 0 steals, 6 blocks, 10 O boards, 25 D boards, and 22 fouls for Arkansas. Darius Acuff, 22 points, 8 of 20 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Trevin Brazil, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. Nick Pringle, 13 minutes. He ran 13 minutes of cardio. Malik Thomas, 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field. Carter Knox, he ran about 16 minutes of cardio. Blake Awen, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 at the line, 5 boards. Billy Richmond, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 6 of 8 from the field. And DJ Wagner, 4 points, 2 of 4 from the field. They shot 49% from the field, but 21% from 3, 3 of 14, 16 of 26, 62% from the line, 26 rebounds, 10 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 9 O boards, and 17 D boards, 24 fouls. But what a win for Kentucky, man. 85-77 on the road at Fayetteville. And a game they really needed. Not just because it was against Coach Cal in Arkansas, but just after the way they got embarrassed at Vandy. Great way to respond. Oway, Moreno, Chandler, Aberdeen, Trent, Diabate, Garrison. Really, everybody felt like played good minutes for the most part in this one. So, yeah, that's really got to say for this one. Kentucky wins 85-77 at Arkansas. Their 2 games next week will be at home, both at home. They will be playing Oklahoma at 9 o'clock on Wednesday, and then Tennessee at 8:30 on Saturday. That's their 2 games next week. But yeah, that's all to say. Great win against Arkansas. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time, I'm out. Peace, and have a good night.